The Knicks score the last 8 points of the first half after the Clippers had gotten within one, and they'll take a 9-point lead into the break here at the Garden. Carmelo Anthony leading the way for the Knicks with a game-high 13. And really a number of strong drives to get those points. And Carmelo Anthony is with Lisa Salters.
Thank you, Dan. Carmelo, they had pulled it to within one, and you guys went on an 8-0 run to close out the quarter. What changed for you guys?
Just defense, hold on to one shot, get out of transition, get some easy baskets. That's it.
13 points for you in that first half. You killed it from the left side. What's working for you so far?
I'm just reading what they give me. Sometimes they leave me out there on the island by myself, or sometimes they double team. I find the person that's open, just taking advantage of it.
Thanks for your time.
Sounds a little winded. He's been working hard here in the first half tonight. A game-high 13 and a 9-point lead for the Knicks. The Toyota halftime show is coming your way next. We will send you to Los Angeles where the gang is standing by with a lot of highlights from the last night of the regular season and some reaction to the Metta World Peace suspension as well. Knicks 48, Clippers 39 at halftime.
He said, I don't think we screened very well. The setups weren't good. And that's really what led to a lot of those turnovers. He said, what I'm looking for here to start this third quarter is a good, quick start. We need to get on a quick roll here. I also asked him, Chris Paul didn't play in that first half, but he isn't in street clothes. He's over on the bench in uniform in his warm-ups. And I said, is there any chance that we might see Chris at all in the game? And he said, no, he just didn't have the right clothes. So he's in uniform.
Didn't bring a suit with him, so he's got to be in uniform. This is it for the Clippers during the regular season. This is their final game. The Knicks will play tomorrow night at Charlotte. An 8-0 run for the Clippers got them back within one, and then an 8-0 run for the Knicks to close the half. Got the lead back to 9. Last we checked, Orlando, they're now up 11 with 3 minutes to go in the fourth quarter on Charlotte. If Orlando wins that game, then the Knicks will not have a chance to finish 6th. They'll be guaranteed 7th or 8th, meaning they'll play Miami or Chicago. We know the Clippers are going to play Memphis. We just don't know who's going to have home court. The Clippers have the tiebreaker. They are here tonight, and Memphis is home to Orlando tomorrow. So if the Clippers lose this game and Memphis beats Orlando tomorrow, then the Clippers have to start on the road.
One thing I'd like to see, if the Clippers are going to win this game, they have to get 3 guys involved there. All right, Caron Butler and Jordan and Bledsoe are 1 for 7. Now you say you don't need a lot of points from Jordan and Bledsoe, but you've got to get Butler going. This is a double-figure guy for you who shoots a high percentage.
Double team on Blake Griffin finds Foy. 8 to shoot. Foy for 3.
Nice.
And Randy Foy into double figures. He is now 5 for 12, 11
corner or take the deep shot. You like to see him turn the corner and get into the paint.
And the Clippers now 6 out of 10 from three-point range. Anthony with a nice shot fake. Good feed in the corner to a wide-open Baron Davis.
He needed that because now he's 2 for 5 in threes. But everything goes to the shot faking by Carmelo Anthony. He got rid of a defender and then a second defender.
Griffin the screen, rolling to the basket, couldn't control the pass, but DeAndre Jordan is there.
Jordan says, thanks for mentioning my name, Yubi. He said I had 8 rebounds at halftime, and he said, that's the only way I get a shot, and that was a deflection off of a knee.
We haven't seen a whole lot of Lob City here tonight with Chris Paul out of the lineup. And of course, Tyson Chandler knew coming into the game protecting the rim was his #1 responsibility. Stoudemire, a quiet first half, misses the jumper. Griffin defended by Stoudemire. Foy's open again. And hits again.
Once again, 2-man game on one side. Allow Griffin to take into the middle. You get double teamed, that opens up that easy 3-point shot.
Randy Foy up to 14, and the Clippers now 7 of 11 from 3-point range. Davis trying to muscle Bledsoe away from him and knocks it down.
I think he got away with a forearm shiver.
Yeah, maybe 2.
Looked like a defensive lineman crashing in.
Bledsoe, second-year player out of Kentucky, starting in place of Chris Paul tonight. Griffin calls for it. Chandler defending him. The cutter is Bledsoe. And a traveling violation. Bledsoe might have surprised even his teammates on that play.
Well, he definitely surprised me because I thought that he could have scored in that situation. Why go that far and then turn around and throw the ball all the way out for a three-point attempt? Come on, you have a little bit more confidence. And we know he's struggling. He's in the 30s from the floor, in the 30s behind the line. But you just wish that the only way you can get out here and be a scorer in this league is to maximize your opportunities below the foul line.
Tough shot by Carmelo Anthony. 15 on the night.
And he's making this look very easy, okay? I mean, I don't care whether you single coverage him or you double team him. He's just taking his time, and he's getting to where he wants to go.
I don't think he's had a standstill open jumper tonight. He's been scoring everything off the bounce, and usually having to physically muscle his way to the spot he's trying to get to. Off balance shot will go Randy Foye, lighting it up here in the second half for the Clippers.
They should have given him 4 points for that shot, okay? I mean, that was really a difficult shot, mainly because Blake Griffin was standing all by himself in the middle of the court. Watch
wild season.
Absolutely.
That we have all experienced with so little still determined, and only just over 24 hours left in the regular season.
There have been so many great stories, great team stories, individual stories, and it's just been nice, and management making great moves for a lot of teams.
Griffin fouled again. We can tell you that Orlando has defeated Charlotte, so that means the Knicks will finish 7th or 8th. They cannot finish in the 6th spot.
Well, we lost.
Novak fading away, in and out.
The fact that he could bank that in from that angle, I'm impressed with the bank. I know he missed it, but the fact that I had a chance of going in was great.
Butler again, and this time it goes. Caron Butler for 3.
We're talking about a guy last year played for Dallas, averaged 15 points. He's good for 5 to 7 rebounds a night. He's an excellent defender. We know he had the knee surgery and missed the playoffs, which was sad for him. But we know that he is a very talented player.
2 minutes ago, they looked at it during the timeout, and correctly, as you can see, the right foot on the line. It has now been changed to a 2, so take a point off the board. And it is now 61-59. The Knicks with a 2-point lead over the Clippers. Randy Foye is giving the Clippers a chance to win this game and get home court advantage in the first round. He is really stepping up. Remember, no Chris Paul tonight. Foye is carrying the Clippers right now.
Well, you have to give them a lot of credit because they've already made 8 legitimate threes. And if Griffin would make his foul shots right now, you could, right from now to the end of this game, they're going to foul him every time when he's anywhere near the basket.
Shumpert with our rocket off the glass. The Clippers' last lead was late in the first quarter, and they've gotten within a point or 2 on a number of occasions, only to turn the ball over a couple of times and have the Knicks go on a run. Boy needs some help. Shot clock at 4. It'll be Butler. And it'll be Nick Ball.
I like what they did there. They set up a screen. Randy Foye came off. They came off the screen, and then they back screen. Jordan back screen to free up Foye as he came to the top to look for that 3. But Carmelo Anthony rotated from the other side and discouraged the attempt.
Mike Bibby back into the game for the Knicks. Bibby, Smith, Carmelo Anthony, Steve Novak, Tyson Chandler in the game now for New York. Anthony, as you said, Hubie, he's been driving left all night long. Butler got a piece of it. It'll stay with the Knicks. 3.9 on the shot clock.
Now, that was the first time that he's been played that hard by a single coverage. And then give Butler credit because he did get a piece of that ball.
Anthony 7 for 16, 15 points tonight. Most of it with Butler on him. Carmelo with a quick spin. And a foul is called on Butler.
That's tough. That's like a dagger in the heart.
Yeah.
And to the coaching staff. And also to Butler because he played him so well. And then you foul him as the clock is ready to go off. Now you're going to see he roughs him up on the shot right here. See, he catches him with the chest into Carmelo on the release of the shot.
Shop NBAstore.com now for the best selection of Clippers and Knicks gear. Choose from jerseys, t-shirts, hats, and more. NBAstore.com, one store, every team. Carmelo Anthony, really from the moment the game began, he has almost been seeking out the contact, Juby. He's been putting the ball on the floor, not settling for long jumpers.
Well, that's the type of player he is because he's so physical, and then he's got great upper body strength and then strong legs. So when he goes up in there, he wants the contact because he loves to get the three off the dribble in the paint.
Griffin and Chandler, good matchup. Draws the double team. Foy's open again. And left the three a little bit short.
Well, you play two-man with Blake down low, you're going to get an open shot because they're going to double team every time.
Smith into Chandler.
I'm happy to see that because Chandler has set a number of screens. Rold has been open, and guys have forced shots. That was a nice pass by Smith.
And the lead back to 6. Chandler sat out on Sunday, just fatigued, needed some rest. If the Knicks lock up the 7 spot tonight, if they win and the Sixers lose, you could see Chandler, maybe some of the other guys, getting tomorrow night off down in Charlotte.
Well, absolutely, especially if they wind up playing Chicago, because that possibly could be down to the last day of the season or the last game. Kind of interesting.
Or do you rest Kobe for the playoffs? Do you play him for the scoring title? Do you see how it goes in the first half of the game?
Well, I think Kobe will have a say in that, whether Kobe wants to have another scoring title.
Lisa Salters has some insight. Lisa?
Hey, Dan, yeah, I talked to Kobe at practice on Saturday, and he was actually asked by reporters how important it was for him to get the scoring title this year, and he said not very important at all. He said, remember, guys, I was played single coverage by the Spurs last night. That was then on Friday. He said if I cared about it, I would have gone for 50 then. So, no, I don't care about it that much. He said, but you guys know me well enough. If I did want it, I would go out and get it.
I hear that. that part we know for sure. As Chandler draws the foul, it's 4 on Down Griffin.
I'm sorry, but I do believe that if it comes down to that tomorrow night and he plays a normal game he has a chance to do it, I think he'll do it.
If he plays,
yes,
he'll do it.
If he does.
If he plays, he'll do it. Right down to the wire between Kevin Durant and Kobe Bryant.
Because when he ends his career, when they say the 4 greatest guards ever to play, it's always Michael Jordan, Magic Johnson, Oscar Robertson, Jerry West. Someone is going to have to move over when this guy retires, okay? And it's going to be interesting. So every major title that you can get, I think you get.
And he has shown this year that he's still got a lot of mileage left on him.
Absolutely.
He's still got a lot of time left. Mo Williams with a shot fake, steps in and misses the jumper. Chandler with a rebound. How about if in the second round the possibility exists that Oklahoma City plays the Lakers? Metta World Peace suspended for 7 games after the foul on James Harden. And Harden still day-to-day with some concussion syndrome symptoms as Chandler is fouled again.
Now the Harden situation, as you know, Dan, is critical because he's their 3rd key guy on the team, and he might even be more valuable, some people think, than Westbrook when he comes in because he handles the ball and is a great distributor with the assists as well as scoring, and he's going to win that 6-man award.
6 and 7 still haven't been determined. How did you feel about the length of the suspension for Metta World Peace?
Well, I thought that they got off easy, and the reason for that being, you say 7 games. Well, they play Sacramento tomorrow night. So game 7 in the first round would have Metta Peace back in action. Now, to me, the shot that he hit was I don't think he realized who the player was, but there was no remorse because he continued down the floor and then even encountered another player. So when you are suspended 12 times before this suspension, I would think you would get more than 7 games. And the big key also would be, all right, people are saying, well, Harden only has a concussion. Whoa, wait a second. How about if Harden gets bumped or something like that as we move along into the playoffs and he gets hit again in the head and it just compounds the situation? Whoa, you can't minimize that at all.
Some people have said that whatever the suspension that was levied against World Peace should not start until Harden is back.
Well, I like that.
You like that idea?
I like that a lot.
because we don't really know right now. But as you said, the nature of a concussion is such that he could come back and then have to be sidelined again.
Correct. And then we will all be saying, you know what? The suspension should have been for more games.